Clipse. Heat holders, REUPGANG.
A dope dealer's dream, 100 keys, each of them for 13. Tax slow roller, sell it to my niggas dirt cheap. Fight Fed cases, leave the courts in laughter.
The wildest tour story, I believe, for us was we were in Memphis. We had just come out of the hotel room, and everybody had loaded up on the bus. And then, you know, our bus driver, who was notorious for making sure everything was locked up and secure.
Hip-hop has seen its fair share of legendary duos, but few have a story as unique as Clipse. From an unlikely hometown to industry setbacks, their journey was anything but conventional. But how did two brothers from Virginia Beach carve out a legacy that still echoes through rap today? Stick around to find out, but don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into hip-hop's greatest stories. As we know, diamonds were once just coal, and the same can be said for Clipse. Their journey did not begin in Virginia Beach, but in the Bronx, New York. Gene and Terrence Thornton were born there before their family relocated to Virginia in 1979. The Bronx is widely considered as the birthplace of hip-hop, the center of its origins and culture. In contrast, Virginia Beach was not known as a rap hotspot. It lacked the vibrant street ciphers of New York and the deeply rooted hip-hop history of Los Angeles. It was simply a quiet, suburban area. This environment played a crucial role in shaping Clipse's unique sound. Unlike artists who grew up surrounded by legendary MCs and battle rap culture, the Thornton brothers had to rely on external influences rather than immediate exposure. Their inspirations came through the radio, allowing them to absorb elements from various regions: New York's lyricism, the South's storytelling, and the West Coast's attitude. Before they ever picked up a microphone, they had already become dedicated students of hip-hop. By the early 1990s, however, Virginia Beach was beginning to develop its own musical identity. Teddy Riley, the pioneer of New Jack Swing, had established his studio there. Timbaland was producing innovative beats, and Missy Elliott was rising to fame. Among these emerging talents was a young Pharrell Williams, who would later play a pivotal role in Clipse's success. Malice, the older brother, had already been involved in the local rap scene. He was part of a group that, despite his efforts, was not making significant progress. However, through this group, he was introduced to Pharrell, a meeting that would change everything.
We were freestyling, and Pharrell was like, "Yo, Eugene," he was like, "I heard about you, da da da," and I was like, "Yo, I heard about you, da 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 da."
Pharrell was not just any producer. He was a visionary who recognized potential where others did not. He saw something in the Thornton brothers and knew they could bring something fresh to the industry. Pharrell and Chad Hugo, the duo that would become the Neptunes, took Clipse under their wing. This partnership provided the brothers with more than just production. It gave them credibility, industry connections, and a unique sound that set them apart. In 1999, they secured a deal with Elektra Records, recorded their debut album, and were preparing to establish their presence in the hip-hop world. However, their journey took an unexpected turn. Despite all their preparations, their debut album, exclusive audio footage, was never released. Elektra Records failed to recognize their potential and ultimately shelved the project. The album's lead single, The Funeral, was released.
That they gag me, bound me, hollow point round me, dump me off the side of a bridge and drown me, bear my family.
But instead of making a significant impact, it went largely unnoticed. The song itself was not the problem. In fact, it was ahead of its time. The eerie piano, the haunting storytelling, and the chemistry between Malice and Pusha T were all present. But in 1999, the industry was not ready for what Clipse had to offer. At the time, hip-hop was dominated by artists like DMX, whose aggressive energy commanded the streets, and Jay-Z, who had mastered the balance between mafioso storytelling and commercial success. The market was not seeking a duo from Virginia Beach rapping about drug deals over stripped-down, unconventional Neptunes beats. When The Funeral failed to gain traction, Elektra lost confidence in Clipse, dropped them from the label, and left them without a clear path forward. But Pharrell did not abandon them during this period. On the contrary, he believed in them even more. Around this time, he launched his own label, Star Trek, under Arista Records.
Say be you, man. Sometimes you can make a decision to sort of, do something that sort of sound like what everybody else is doing, but that shit might not work for you. I don't think that there's a lot of glory in when you win at a game playing it somebody else's way.
And when the moment was right, he made sure Clipse had another opportunity to prove themselves. This time, everything was different. By the early 2000s, the hip-hop world was waiting to see what Clipse would do under Star Trek Entertainment. On August 20th, 2002, they dropped Lord Willing.
The room made me colder. I see the villain's impact now that I'm older. Ignorant fool.
The album that would cement their place in the industry. The lead single, Grindin', released on May 14th, 2002,
From ghetto to ghetto, the backyard to yard, I sell it whip on whip, and soft to hard, I'm the neighborhood pusher.
Became a cultural phenomenon almost overnight. The Neptunes' minimalist beat was so infectious that it spread beyond clubs and radio stations. High school lunch tables turned into drum kits as students across the country tried to recreate its rhythm. The track reached number 30 on the Billboard Hot 100, marking Clipse's official arrival on the national stage. Riding that momentum, Clipse released When the Last Time on July 30th, 2002.
Top down, chrome spinning, you see the boss grinning, I'm loving these women, I let two get in.
The track not only showcased their sharp lyricism, but also highlighted the Neptunes' signature production style. It resonated with a broad audience, climbing the number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 and staying on the chart for 21 weeks. With both singles dominating the airwaves, Lord Willin' debuted at number 1 on Billboard's top R&B and hip-hop albums chart and number 4 on the Billboard 200, selling 122,000 copies in its first week. By October 1st, 2002, it was certified gold by the RIAA, solidifying its commercial success. As their profile grew, Clipse crossed into mainstream pop without losing their edge. In the same year, they collaborated with Justin Timberlake on his debut solo single, Like I Love You, which was released on August 26, 2002.
Ma, what you wanna do? I'm in front of you. Grab a friend, see, I can have fun with two. Or me and you put on a stage show.
The Neptunes' production set the tone, and Clipse's verses gave the track a raw, streetwise contrast to Justin Timberlake's smooth vocals. The song peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that Clipse could move between hip-hop and pop without compromising their distinct sound. But success did not come without obstacles. After Lord Willin', Clipse found themselves in a battle with the industry itself. In 2004, a corporate restructuring dismantled Arista Records, leaving Clipse under Jive Records, a label that did not share their artistic vision. The transition led to endless delays for the sophomore album, Hell Hath No Fury, and mounting frustrations with label executives who did not understand their brand of hip-hop. Instead of waiting in silence, Clipse took action. They filed a lawsuit against Jive, demanding release from their contract. The legal battle dragged on, but on May 9, 2006, they reached a settlement, allowing them to establish their own imprint, Re-Up Gang Records, under Jive's distribution. The turmoil surrounding the album shaped its entire tone. When Hell Hath No Fury finally dropped on November 28, 2006,
Youngin' don't make my sales rise. I shoot you out your chuckers. Pusha hear the whispers of all.
It was a stark departure from the more accessible themes of Lord Willin'. The Neptunes' production became sharper and more minimalist, reflecting Clipse's frustration and anger. Their lyrics, once playful and filled with luxury rap, now painted raw pictures of street life, betrayal, and the corruption of the music industry. Songs like Mr. Me Too were direct shots at industry copycats, with Pusha T airing out his disillusionment with the business side of rap.
Been 2 years like I was paddy wagon cruising. Streets was yours, your dunce capping and kazooing. I was just assuming you keep.
Critics immediately recognized Hell Hath No Fury as a masterpiece. The album received universal acclaim, earning an average score of 89 out of 100 on Metacritic based on reviews. Entertainment Weekly gave it an A rating, praising its raw storytelling and unfiltered honesty. But despite its critical success, the album's commercial performance was modest. It debuted at number 14 on the Billboard 200, selling approximately 78,000 copies in its first week. By December 2009, total sales had reached around 205,000 copies, a stark contrast to its predecessor. Then in 2010, the Thornton brothers took separate paths that reflect their personal and artistic growth. Gene Thornton, formerly Malice, underwent a spiritual transformation, embracing Christianity and adopting the name No Malice in 2012. His memoir, Wretched, Pitiful, Poor, Blind, and Naked, 2011, detailed his struggles and faith journey. He later collaborated with Lecrae on Darkest Hour and released his solo album, Hear Ye Him, in 2013.
Tell it, I ain't giving a goddamn. Whether you believe, I'm to leave that in God's hands. As for me, I'm ready to die. I won't ever a pop fan.
In 2016, Terrence Thornton, known as Pusha T, pursued a solo career, signing with Kanye West's Good Music in 2010. His debut album, My Name Is My Name, 2013, was critically acclaimed, followed by King Push, Darkest Before Dawn, The Prelude, in 2015. Kanye appointed him president of Good Music. In 2016, Malice's documentary, The End of Malice, explored his decision to leave the Clipse's past behind.
It was the devil, and he was coming for his stuff back.
Pusha T's 2018 album, Daytona, cemented his legacy. Despite their separate careers, Clipse reunited on Kanye West's Use This Gospel, 2019, and later on Punch Bowl, 2022. And as we know, family has always been a powerful force in hip-hop, shaping the careers of some of the genre's most influential artists. Sibling duos and family-linked groups have played a crucial role in defining regional sounds, pushing creative boundaries, and bringing authenticity to their music. While some pairs have worked closely together throughout their careers, others have taken separate paths while still remaining connected through influence and legacy. Warren G and Dr. Dre are stepbrothers who each left an undeniable mark on West Coast hip-hop. Yet, their direct collaborations have been surprisingly rare. Warren G, known for his classic song Regulate and smooth G-Funk sound, played a crucial role in hip-hop history by introducing Snoop Dogg to Dr. Dre, an introduction that helped shape the golden era of Death Row Records. Juicy J and Project Pat, on the other hand, embraced collaboration throughout their careers, shaping the raw and hypnotic sound of Memphis rap. Juicy J co-founded 3 6 Mafia, one of the most influential groups in Southern hip-hop, while his older brother, Project Pat, built a successful solo career that thrived alongside it. Their dynamic can be heard in tracks like Money, 2016.
Money, this the shit these robbers out here blast for. Money, this that shit these bitches clapping ass for. Money,
where their chemistry remains as strong as ever. Few family-run empires in hip-hop were as dominant as No Limit Records, led by Master P, alongside his brothers Silk the Shocker and C Murder. In the late 1990s, No Limit was one of the biggest forces in the music industry, with a signature Southern sound, an unmatched work ethic, and a branding strategy that turned independent rap into a multi-million-dollar business. Master P was the mastermind, Silk the Shocker brought his unpredictable offbeat flow, and C Murder delivered raw, street-heavy storytelling. Nas and his younger brother, Jungle, offer another perspective on family influence in rap. While Nas became one of the greatest lyricists of all time, Jungle took a different route, co-founding the group Bravehearts and contributing to tracks like Uchiwali.
thugs make it hot, make it pop. Braveheart.
Though Jungle never achieved the same level of fame, he was a constant presence in Nas's career, grounding him in the realities of the streets that inspired his music. Through highs, lows, success, and reinvention, Clipse proved that talent, resilience, and brotherhood can leave a lasting impact on hip-hop, no matter where the journey leads. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more hip-hop stories.